action, ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee, Congressman Devin Nunes. All right, so Congressman, the president is going to deliver $50 billion to fight the coronavirus. It looks like now we're in phase 2 of combating this thing. He's going to unleash the private sector, ramp up testing. You're even going to see drive-through testing. And we're looking at a lot of people being tested, hopefully within the next week. How do you think the president's handling this, and how do you think the left is handling it?
Well, look, I think the main thing is for everyone to focus on the facts. So if you feel sick, if you have a fever, obviously keep the fever down and then talk to your doctor so that you can go and get tested. The thing that we have going on now is a lot of people are panicking that, one guy sneezed or somebody has a runny nose. We still have the common cold that's occurring. It's becoming springtime in many parts of the country. Things are in bloom, plants are in bloom, so you have a lot of allergies. And so the main thing that we need to focus on here is first make sure if it's somebody that's elderly, especially with pre-existing conditions of any kind, any underlying health concern, that those people are kept as best in isolation as possible, and if they do start to raise the temperature, definitely get them to the proper medical facility. But other than that, I think the main issue is for us in the United States just to remain calm. What the president talked about with his emergency declaration is to ensure that states have plenty of money in order to administer the tests and to treat people.
Right, and the president has taken some heat by people on the left in the media for telling people to remain calm. And it wasn't that long ago, I think it was 2010, when Joe Biden alarmed everybody during the swine flu panic and actually had to have the White House apologize on his behalf. Watch that.
I wouldn't go anywhere in confined places now. It's not that it's going to Mexico, it's you're in a confined aircraft.
I understand what he said. I'm telling you what he meant to say, which was that obviously if anybody was unduly alarmed for whatever reason, we would apologize for that.
So very important to strike the right balance here. The former VP did not strike the right balance, and I think the president's saying be vigilant but also remain calm.
Yeah, Jesse, I think that's correct. So as someone who actually did come down with H1N1, I had it for about 2 weeks. It was a pretty bad flu. I know what it was like back then, but I also remember that nobody was panicking. I didn't have to self-quarantine.
Right.
They told me to stay away from people. They told me to keep my temperature down. But look, what the media and the left are doing here is they're putting the country into a panic. And look, it's for no reason, okay? And I'm not saying that this isn't a serious health concern. We need to take it serious. We saw what happened in China, but if you look in places like South Korea, they had a big outbreak. They had one problemed area, but they're getting it under control. So far, other than the situation in Seattle, where we had a lot of deaths at one facility, by and large, we are keeping it under control. And I think now, with everybody staying home, everybody staying away from each other, look, I think it's very probable that we're going to get through this fairly quickly. Now, with that said, the more people that test, the more cases that we're probably going to have that come back positive. Right. But by and large, most people are going to get over this very, very quickly.
That's right. All right. Thank you very much, Congressman, and stay safe out there. And we'll be watching to see more action that comes out of Washington, D.C. I appreciate you joining Water's World.